Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man. Come on.
135, it was so hard for you to get fights.
Yeah.
At 140 now, what are you going to do? You just do that to Teofimo?
It scared a lot of people.
Yeah. Nobody wants to look stupid. I mean, Teofimo's had some good fights in the past and he's lost in the past, but he's never looked out of place.
Yeah. I see like the modern day, like the old school boxers and like the punishment that they taking, and you'll see them today, they can't really talk as well as like the Andre Wards and the Floyd Mayweather,
Right.
who can talk good and still articulate things to their grand.
Shakur Stevenson just went nuclear on Joe Rogan's show, calling out Gervonta Tank Davis for running and exposing why he's too scared to face him. In his latest interview with Joe Rogan, Shakur outlined the real reason behind Gervonta Tank Davis's behavior, claiming that all his bravado hides fear. According to Stevenson, Tank talks big and brags about everything, but when it comes time to step up in the ring, he backs down. Shakur believes this fear is exactly why Davis is avoiding a fight, acting strangely and essentially running from the challenge, despite all the talk and hype surrounding him.
Be like, I'm not fighting like that again.
Yeah, because I know, like, I see like the modern day, like the old school boxers and like the punishment that they taking, and you'll see them today, they can't really talk as well as like the Andre Wards and the Floyd Mayweather, who can talk good and still articulate things to their grandparents, to their grandchildren, to their children. And for me personally, it's like I want to make sure that I'm able to really speak well to my kids and my grandkids and all of that. So taking punishment ain't for me. Like,
yeah, I support that 100%, and I applaud fighters like you for setting an example for young fighters coming up.
And with that, Shakur Stevenson is now sending a warning to anyone thinking of stepping up, pointing to what he did against Teofimo Lopez as the ultimate example. In his view, Tank Davis is scared because Stevenson dominated Lopez so thoroughly, making a top fighter look easy in the process. He believes no other boxer is on his level, and even Joe Rogan acknowledges Stevenson's dominance, highlighting why Davis has been hesitant to face him in the ring.
If you've dominated divisions and you're still looking to achieve a higher level, you can't just look at the guys that are your competitors.
Yeah.
Because at 135, it was so hard for you to get fights.
Yeah.
At 140 now, what are you going to do? You just do that to Teofimo?
It scared a lot of people.
Yeah. Nobody wants to look I mean, Teofimo's had some good fights in the past and he's lost in the past, but he's never looked out of place.
Yeah.
And he looked out of place in that fight.
It's crazy though, because when I seen him, when he fought in New York on the Times Square card, I'm like, man, this dude is nice. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, whoa, like, I couldn't believe like how good he was. But it kind of like just made me get up. Like, I'm like, okay, I wanna see like what he can do with me.
Right.
Because the way he made Arnold Barboza look in New York was like, he just made him look like he's not on his level.
Well, he wasn't on his level, but then Teofimo's not on your level.
Meanwhile, Gervonta Tank Davis has hinted at his next move, reportedly planning a rematch with Pitbull Cruz, while taking a fiery jab at Shakur Stevenson's fans on social media. Tank revealed he has 6 to 7 fights lined up, and Shakur's name is reportedly included in the deal. In response, Shakur openly called him out, blasting Davis for dodging him, a tactic he says has been consistent throughout Tank's career. Stevenson is demanding that Davis publicly accept the challenge and make the fight happen.
Say, man, look, man, your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man. Come on.
Shakur Stevenson's confidence isn't built on hype or empty talk like Gervonta Tank Davis. He relies on discipline and superior conditioning. Joe Rogan echoed this sentiment, giving a shocking verdict that he doesn't believe Tank could last all 12 rounds against Stevenson's level of commitment. Rogan highlights that Shakur's mindset comes from giving 100% every time and staying completely focused. Stevenson's dominant performance against Teofimo Lopez proved it, and come fight night, Tank will face an even sharper, more prepared version of him.
It's not possible, especially over 12 rounds.
Yeah,
because, I mean, you know better than anybody alive that the kind of discipline that it takes to be in the kind of condition that you have to be in to fight 12 hard rounds. They put on a virtuoso performance. So it's like, dun, dun, dun.
It's crazy though. Everybody like y'all love the performance because y'all got to see it that day. But like for me, when I'm in the gym, it's still levels that I feel like I haven't got to show to the world. Like I kind of only really shown like 70% of like what I really could do. And I feel like with that performance, it was just like, okay, this is like an okay day in the gym.
On the other hand, legendary Canelo Alvarez is throwing his support behind Gervonta Tank Davis, calling him a fighter capable of challenging Shakur's technical mastery in the ring. Drawing from decades of experience, Canelo breaks down the matchup not just as a boxing professional, but as someone who knows what it takes to win at the highest level. In his view, if the fight happens, Tank has what it takes to claim victory and earn the full rewards against Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson is a good fighter. He moves a lot, and it's very difficult to get hit. To hit him. But I like Gervonta Davis.
Okay.
He's a really good fighter. He hits hard, and he knows how to go forward. So I put my money on Gervonta.
The hype is real, and the boxing world is buzzing for this fight now that Shakur Stevenson has thrown down another bold challenge. Tank Davis isn't staying quiet either. He fired back with a blunt take on Shakur's performances. While many hail Shakur's win over Teofimo Lopez as a masterclass, Tank dismisses it, calling Shakur a boring fighter and claiming that facing him would be like going up against an amateur with defense but no real offensive threat.
So, like, Shakur, right? Like, he look like he got skill, right? But to be honest, I'm gonna be real. I ain't see him fight nobody that's like.
That's amateur shit. Come on, bro. When that heat coming back at you, them niggas like, you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it. They ain't really, these niggas just talking that way. And it's always, oh, he can be this, he can be the next. Nigga, prove yourself. You still haven't proved yourself. When someone was in front of you that can crack a little bit, he ran the whole fight.
This is a view also shared by another pro. Legendary Mike Tyson has weighed in on the potential showdown between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis, siding with Tank. Tyson described Shakur as a boring fighter, capable of handling most opponents, but warned that facing a dangerous, aggressive puncher like Tank would put Shakur in serious trouble. In Tyson's view, the matchup favors Davis, as Shakur would be stepping into a fight where his usual control and skill might not be enough to stay safe.
Like, who will win out of Shakur and Gervonta?
Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
I like to go with Tank. You know, everyone's gonna go with Tank, you know. It would be a very interesting fight. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. He is boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat. To bring out the best in Shakur, you gotta pressure him like Tank. Tank will bring out the best of him, and we'll see a great fight. Tank is just a monster right now.
But Terrence Crawford sees it differently. Pointing out flaws in Gervonta Davis's style, Crawford claims Tank relies too much on hype and lacks clear motivation compared to Shakur Stevenson, who always enters the ring fully confident and focused. In Crawford's view, not only would Shakur have the edge, but even if Keyshawn Davis stepped in against Tank, he believes Shakur would still come out on top, underscoring Shakur's superior mindset and preparedness.
I'm telling you, as a fighter, I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else.
Right.
Shakur defense is just too tight. And not only Shakur, Keyshawn either.
Oh, you don't think Key either? Even right now, I feel like it's a little Key nice though, but it might be a little early for Key right now.
Listen, Tank get hits a lot. Tank, in my eyes, Tank is always losing until he's not.
Crawford believes the key problem with Gervonta Tank Davis is that he takes too many hits, which is exactly why he sees a fight with Shakur Stevenson ending in Shakur's favor. He explains that Shakur's technique is too sound, his punches too sharp, and his defensive skills precise enough to avoid damage. Crawford insists that Shakur would put Tank in serious trouble, exploiting openings while staying protected, ultimately making it extremely difficult for Davis to mount any real offense.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
If you watch those fights,
well, at least in the early rounds. Middle rounds, he start coming up, but I see what you're saying. Them early rounds, yeah.
Let Keyshawn start hitting them like everybody else hitting them. Let him start hitting him with everybody else, like everybody else hitting him.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna clean him. He punches too sharp.
For years, the boxing world has been hyped for what many are calling the fight of the decade, Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. Despite all the buildup, the matchup keeps getting postponed. Shakur is now speaking out, explaining why it hasn't happened yet. Having squared off with Davis before, Shakur knows his power up close, and in his view, Davis is holding back, hesitant to step in fully because he recognizes the challenge, and according to Shakur, is simply too cautious to face him head on.
How come Gervonta Davis didn't fight Shakur Stevenson? How come these cats? Do you find, how do you answer that question for those of us who look at you and say, where are these fights at? How come they're not fighting it?
My answer to that question is I had a lot of personal experience with these guys, and these guys done seen me in the gym and they done been in the ring with me before, so they know how good I am. And when they know that I'm that good, it's hard to get them to sign a contract to say, I want to fight that guy, because you see what happened with Tio. Like, Tio got in there, got embarrassed, and now the world is turning their back on him, but they should commend him because of the fact that he put it all on the line.
Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson has been called out by Gary Antoine Russell, who has just gone through Andy Hiraoka. In an interview with Max Kellerman, Russell named Dalton Smith and Subriel Matias as possible opponents, while downplaying Shakur. His comments hinted that Shakur might be hesitant or even wary of facing him, adding another layer of intrigue to the ongoing discussions about Shakur's next big fight.
If I was to have a true hit list and I was to go down in a line in order, who would I deal with first? It definitely will be Dalton Smith first, because he beat the boogeyman and he got the belt that I want, Matias. And then you got Richard Hitchens. After Richard Hitchens, you had Teofimo Lopez, but now you got Shakur Stevenson. He took that belt.
Okay. I like, by the way, these answers, guys.
Shakur Stevenson will fight me.
Stepping into the debate, Conor Benn disclosed his previous messages to Eddie Hearn regarding a potential clash with Shakur Stevenson. Benn made it clear that if Shakur wants the fight, he'll be ready and impossible to ignore. Even with a rehydration clause in place, he believes it will pose a real challenge for Shakur, and he's confident in his ability to come out on top. Benn promises to press the action, dominate the ring, and make a bold statement, adding yet another layer of intensity to Shakur's next showdown.
And I don't just talk about it, because none of these fights get made. It ain't because of me. Yeah. Right. And we can, like, I mean this, and I'm saying this, I mean, I'll get a contract over to Shakur this week. I'll get a contract over to Shakur this week. I wait for him to send me one. I'll get one over to him this week.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
So it's obviously that's a bigger fight than Rolly, but that's on deck as well.
Yeah, Rolly we can do in May, is what I'm hearing. You know, so Rolly can be in May. Ultimately, I'm sitting in the car. Bear in mind, I ain't fought this division for 3 years.
Right.
So you got to ask yourself, it's the same thing. Well, why are you lot all calling me out? Because they know it makes sense.
It's a big fight.
It might make sense.
Right.
You know, for me, it's, I want to challenge myself also against the best guys you got. People go, oh yeah, but you know, you can't do this, but...
Another blockbuster matchup generating massive anticipation is Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney. After Shakur's commanding performance, fans and analysts are eager for an official announcement. Paulie Malignaggi has weighed in, emphasizing that the timing couldn't be better. Shakur's decisive win over Teofimo Lopez, combined with Haney's recent upset over Brian Norman Jr., sets the stage for a thrilling showdown that boxing fans around the world are desperate to see.
This fight now is even more juicy than it was the first time around when they were talking about it. When they were talking about it the first time around, Haney was red hot as an undisputed lightweight champion, and Shakur was the boogeyman who was very good, but was having trouble locking in those big
insider
games.
boogeyman.
Right. I gotta be honest, man. Like this could, if this happens right now, this is the right timing too, because both are at a good moment in their careers.
Very high.
It's actually,
and there's a title on the
it's
line.
actually simmered better than it had back then. And back then it was really, really something that you wanted to see. But now, because of Shakur's recent performance and Haney still being undefeated and having righted the ship, winning as an underdog against Brian Norman, I rate that. I rate when you take on a fight as an underdog and you win it. I rate that. You know, that's why
the boxing world is on fire with Shakur Stevenson at the center of it all. From Gervonta Davis's dodges, Conor Benn's aggressive calls, Gary Russell's bold challenge, to potential matchup with Devin Haney, analysts, legends, and fans are all weighing in, and the debate over who can take him down is heating up. What's your take? Can anyone beat Shakur in the ring? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, share this video, and subscribe for every explosive update.